Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I'm Kohitajizi, and in this video we are going to go over the new Hokora season. So I'm a little bit late to the game, sorry about that, just a few days late. So the new Hokora season actually started on May 6th, so we are actually going to be seeing some new Hokora. So right here, you're going to see right up here, you're going to have, of course we're going to have Mekavern still around, and now we're going to be introduced to the Noble Reaper. So we've actually seen this particular enemy in Quest 7. He's the final boss for Quest 7 in Chapter 10. So the Shinigami Kizoku, or the Reaper Noble, the Noble Reaper. I can't remember exactly which one that I actually called it in the video I made for it. But this is going to be a level 60 Hokora that is actually going to be replacing Garuda. So Garuda is actually no longer going to be a Hokora Ruler. That's been discontinued. So for this particular Hokora, it's going to be level 60. The main attributes that you want to use are going to be Io, Mera, Gita, and also Dane. The attribute that's going to actually have no effect is going to be Hyado. And then for status effects, the status effects that are going to be commonly used by this particular enemy are going to be Curse, Sleep, and also Silence. Then, of course, we're still going to have Mekavern, we're still going to have Woodler, and we are actually going to still have Hellclatter around, even though he was an event Hokora for the Dragon Quest 7 event, but he's still actually going to be around for this particular Hokora season. So actually I'm happy for that because I don't have enough of his souls. And then we're also going to have kind of very similar conditions as before. In terms of this season, the condition for, in terms of classes that you have to use, is going to be Ranger and Superstar. You're going to have to use in your particular party. I don't have a Superstar that often in the parties I have been using, so I actually had to change some things around there. So actually with that, I'm going to actually show you the first Hokora. So if you're going to be looking at my party, this is going to be a group of level 71s. I actually did get a group to level 75, which I'll probably showcase in another video for the continuous battle one-on-one dungeon. So what I want to do is go and show you the first Hokora. So that's going to be against a level 30 Hokora Ruler right here. So this is going to be the Lizard Fly. So this is very easy. Again, level 30 recommended for basic classes. Again, conditions are going to be items can't be used beyond their maximum allowable capacity. Dew of the World Tree can only be used once, and Leaf of the World Tree can only be used once. So with that said, here we go. So on the sides here, I am going to have information about these particular characters. I probably won't go over them since this battle is going to be over pretty quick. But I found that usually by the second round, these characters will be mostly defeated. But again, like I said, this is recommended for level 30 basic classes. These are level 71 advanced classes, so there you go. So that's going to be the level 30 Lizard Fly. And I get an A-Soul. Okay, so for the next Hokora, we're going to go after the level 50 Hokora Ruler. So that's going to be the Midsummer Warrior. You've probably seen me talk about this particular monster, but in terms of his soul, I sometimes use it on some of my characters. So this particular character was featured in last year's summer event. I think it was the first elite enemy for the summer event. So since it's going to be a flame-based monster, you've pretty much guessed it. I'm going to be using Hyado against it. And of course, I'm going to be using the Hyado team that I've been using this entire time. So in terms of that, for this particular Hokora, I can't use any items. That's actually going to be fine. So this is recommended level 50 for advanced classes. So not going to have that much of a problem, especially since I'm using a Hyado Team. So here we go. So for here, I'm actually just going to auto battle and talk about the actions of the Midsummer Warrior. So it's going to have 1 to 2 actions per round. It's going to have a standard attack. It's going to have Hageshi Hono, which is Intense Flame. So that does about 210 Mera breath damage to all characters. It's going to have Kaien no Iki, which is a flame breath. That's 140 Mera breath damage to all characters. It's going to be able to use Merami, which does 155 Mera spell damage to one character. It's going to have Kaendan, which is a Summer Flame Bullet that does around 100 damage to one character with a chance to lower their attack by 1 rank. Then finally, it's also going to have Skada. So if you remember Skada, it increases defenses by 2 ranks. So we already have one defeated. This one's probably going to go down either this round or the next round. So, okay. So since it's Shadowbound, it can't attack. So either with this here or the next attack. Yep, right here. Alright, so that's down. And got an A. Oh, nice. So actually with the Midsummer Warrior, I only have 2 S-grade souls for it. So I actually might try to get another 2 more. Okay, so for the final Hokora that I want to do for this season, there's only one new one left, so that's going to be the Noble Reaper. So again, I'm actually going to have a card up here on the top right showing my original video on that for Quest 7. Maybe this one. Okay, so this is the one that I want to show you. So this one is just going to have the standard conditions in terms of the items, the world, Dew of the World Tree and Leaf of the World Tree. For this one, EO is going to be the main attribute that you want to use, just like in the original video that I've actually shown before. So I'm going to be using my EO Max team. So this team should do the trick, no problem. Just to top off my HP, I'm not going to be worrying too much about the MP since this should actually be no problem. So with that said, here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to auto battle this. And so with the Noble Reaper, it's going to have 2 to 3 actions per round, standard attack. Samidaritsuki, which is a continuous thrust, which does about 4 attacks for 120 damage each to random characters. It's going to have Baishion, which increases its attack by 1 rank. It's going to have Hyado, which does 150 Hyado spell damage to all characters. It's going to have Noroi Kogeki, which is curse attack, that right there, which does around 100 physical damage to one character with a chance to inflict curse. In that case, it did not inflict curse. It's going to have Dormoa, which does around 200 Dorma spell damage to one character. Then on the right, you're going to have a Ghoul that has 1 attack per round, standard attack. It's also going to have a curse attack that does 200 damage to one character and it's a chance to curse. It's going to have Amaiki, which is Sweet Breath, so it casts Sleep on all characters. Then the character that we already defeated, that's going to be the Hell Ghost. So that actually has about 2 actions per round, a standard attack. It can do Begirama, which does 140 Gira spell damage to all characters. It's going to actually have a Mahoton, which casts Silence on all characters. It's going to have Dorokuma, which does 160 Dora spell damage to one character. And then it's also going to have Bukanan, which lowers all characters' defense by 1. So now the Ghoul is down, so all we have left is the Noble Reaper, but should go down probably within the next round or so. And as you can see on the left here, my Battle Master is Curse. that was another curse attack, but didn't inflict curse. So maybe here we might get a Shadow Bind. Yes, we do. Oh, yep, and with that right there, the Noble Reaper is now down. So before, the Noble Reaper was a regular, not a regular, but a boss, so it didn't actually have a soul that you could get. But now with the Hokora, you actually get a soul, and it's a yellow soul. And I get a D. Okay, so that was the Noble Reaper. Like I was saying, I wanted to show you the soul for this Noble Reaper. And this particular soul is actually going to be meant for a paladin. And the reasoning behind, or my thinking for that, is actually for some of the attributes that it actually does have on it. Okay, so right here we have the Noble Reaper. The highest soul grade I have is a B. But if you look at some of the stats, you're actually going to see that skill HP is actually one of the attributes that it has on it. So quite possibly this could actually be a pretty good one for a paladin, since paladins do use skill HP or recovery skills. But we'll have to see what the S-grade soul looks like for this particular soul. But I'm going to end this video here. So that was going to be all the new Hokora for the May season of Dragon Quest Walk. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.